Welcome everyone, Costin here with a look at Epic Fantasy Battle Simulator, simulating large epic fantasy battles. Recently, this game has gotten the Dwarves added, and it's very much still a work in progress, but we can see a massive battle that's about to take place. I am going to start it in just a moment as I go over the battlefield. I've deployed plenty of units of the forces of good, so to speak, over here with terrain advantage. Lots of bowmen, for instance, over here, swordsmen, dwarves as well, sturdy dwarves or dwarven rangers behind them. So you get lots of units to choose from over here. And opposing them are the orcs and their ogres and the demons. Yes, demons indeed. There are some demons opposing the, well, let's just call them what it is. Balrogs against Ents. Who will win? Probably going to put my money on the Balrogs, though the Ents do have a lot of range support behind them. The forces of good have a lot of range units. The forces of evil, not so much, though I gave them a significant numerical advantage in this area. Though the forces of good do have a trump card of their own, and it's the army of the dead coming in from the side to reinforce them. They might outnumber the forces of evil by somewhat if you're counting all the troops that are here, but things are not going to be so easy. And also there's another Ent army coming here to save from the flank. So can they hold this strategic position until reinforcements arrive? We shall see. Preparing for battle. Now, the nice thing here is that you can also control individual units. So one of the things that I've wanted in a strategy game for a while is just the ability to control individual units. So you can possess a unit. So the ogres are coming in, they're striking the dwarves, dwarven units getting smashed, blacksmiths, shield guards getting put under pressure, orc ranged units coming in to do some damage, but the Ents are marching in as well to support things. Okay. Meanwhile, here in the center, well, it's a bloodbath, isn't it? So it's a bloodbath right there. It's a bloodbath right there as well. The ogres are already laying on the left flank, and the dwarven rangers are still holding the line, but they are getting pressured heavily by the orcs. The orcs actually probably are very strong because, yeah, I gave the force of good a lot of ranged units, but they have quite a few units with shields, so they're actually going to do a pretty good job. The Balrogs lost against the Ents, I'm afraid. So let's do it. Though I'm afraid these Ents in the middle are not going to withstand the power of those ogres. Archer fire coming in, or archers rushing in. The Ents have saved the dwarves on this flank. The dwarves also took horrendous casualties, like really, it's only their rangers that are really alive. Well, they still have plenty of ones, but the front line was completely obliterated. Casualties, heavy casualties. Lots of orcs and lots of dwarves as well. So with that free, the archers and Ents are marching in to save the middle ground. Which is still under pressure. Seems to run pretty well. Forces of evil suffering heavily over here. Now I have the undead done. They're still fighting the orc back line over there. The orcs are decimated. few units here in the center, though. But the forces are good there. Though they have lost quite a few archers here to the orcs. Undead have broken through the orc back line and they're now rushing in the archers. The good boys are winning because the Ent army has arrived. Graphical issues as they're trying to shoot at a very long distance. These are very flexible dwarves. It's mainly archers left. So the right flank was prevailed against them very quickly, and when that happened, it just kind of really snowballed out of control. The undead didn't do quite as well. They're still flanking against the archers. Get stuck in. And then the Dwarven Slayers come in. Their big ass hammers. Now it's the last pocket of resistance. Just one more left. And it is victory. Team 1 is victorious. Indeed. Now, considering the large-scale nature of the battle, the performance is pretty solid. Now, sure, Ultimate Battle Simulator may end up having better performance. Tell you what, I'm actually just going to deploy a lot more orcs on this side just to try and deal with the Ents. Let's just say we go for equivalent number. So they did pretty decently in the middle. They didn't lose because they lost in the middle. They lost because, well, they got flanked and destroyed on the sides. So I'm just gonna deploy a lot more on the sides, facing towards the hill, because the idea is these are flanking forces coming in to reinforce. So now, with... So we get destroyers, crushers. Now this flank might just collapse. So right now the orcs are outnumbering them. So let's see how this goes. Truth be told, I'm kind of curious how it's gonna look over here. Alright, prepare for battle. Demons come in against ants. 23 FPS. Are gonna win there. It's completely decimating the ranks. The demons are already gone. What about this side? Are the dwarves? Will the dwarves hold? Well, they're taking significant damage from the ogres, but they are holding the line decently well over here. But ogres are breaking the line. Ants are delayed over there. Will the dwarves hold until the ants arrive? We do not know. Over here in the middle, the last ants are getting obliterated. A line of sturdy dwarves coming in to reinforce them, and we still have shield guards and a vast number of bowmen doing their jobs. Here the ogres have been destroyed. It's gonna be a slogging match, but the undead are pushing in there. Pushing before this flank is overrun, or, well, the flank will be overrun. All the bowmen here are dead. So it's all on the undead, really. We're a bit busy over here trying to break through. The undead are better than many of the orc units that have been deployed on this side. You know what's sad? I keep thinking about games like this, and it's like, man, there's 50,000 units on the screen with animation. Sure, maybe not the most complex animations, but they're still fully animated. The ogre line is advanced here, but they're being delayed by the ants and the ranged units. And they have dwarven slayers ready to greet them when they do break through. The bowman lines are still shooting at a pretty decent space. Who's winning? Well, it's about even, actually. The orcs have overrun the line over here, but they're getting peppered by the rangers and the bowmen. The very flexible rangers. Meanwhile, the ants are about to carve up all of these orc archers. So the left flank has been secured. The middle is still a slog, though. This is the left flank because of the orc right flank. It's being pressured heavily by the undead, but they are holding. Actually, they won over here, so their AI is a bit stupid, but they are pushing. They're pushing that lovely, lovely time. actually, they already pushed through. They're being greeted by swordsmen. Long lines of swordsmen. Swordsman with shield, that is. Then there's a long swordsman, some regular swordsmen without shields, and a bunch of bowmen still in the fray, pushing over here. The Dwarven King's Guard is marching, as are a whole lot of bowmen marching to reinforce in the middle. And so are the Ents, I would believe. I don't see them though. Who is winning? Still even. Yeah, still not too bad really. Aragorn has failed, thus you must not. Well, there's still some of the dead fighting, but they're not going to take it. Alright, the forces of good have earned the decisive advantages. They've won on 2 flanks, 2 sides already. And now their bowmen, the critical mass of units is converging on them. The orcs will lose. It was a lot tougher as a fight than before. And it's not going to be so simple either. By the way, once these archers are free, once these archers are finished with the undead, what's going to happen is they're going to turn their bows on the armies of good and start doing some damage. Alright, the undead are finished. Mostly. Let the battlefield though. Alright, so this is the last of the orcs. So I'm just gonna flank around with this ant. And that's it. They still had 10,000 left, but they suffered grievously. The entire army of the dead has been wiped out, and tens of thousands of dwarves and humans also joined them. A Pyrrhic victory, if you would ever consider one. And that is Ultimate Epic Fantasy Battle Simulator. It's obviously a work in progress, but I do like the concept, and I certainly do like the idea of these one of these games that's focused on having these kind of large-scale battles in a fantasy setting. And I think these kind of games, by the way, really show how lazy Creative Assembly with their Total War series has been. Because understand this FPS may not be great, but with this number of units, yeah, the Total War engine will never support over 100,000 units. This can, and it seems to be pretty decent. And I think that should give other video game makers just some pause, like what they can do, the scale of things, because it does feel that their scale of a lot of games is limited. We just want bigger, better. Anyway, Costin here, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and enable notifications, and stay tuned for more. I'm sure there's a lot more coming with this game. There's still a lot of work in progress. Maybe less flexible Dwarven Rangers would be a nice addition.